Y'all, it is a beautiful day here in Asheville, and what are we gonna do? We're gonna go inside and we're gonna thrift. We're gonna go into this Goodwill right here. We're in Fletcher, North Carolina, South Asheville. We're gonna be shopping for stuff that we can resell online for a profit. Hey, they left me a cart right out here. How about that? Thanks, everybody. This whole video will be up on YouTube tomorrow morning. Let's flip this thing around. Let's get started, make some money. Hopefully you learned something today. Hopefully you have some fun. Here we go. Appreciate everybody being here. We're live on TikTok. This recording will be up on YouTube tomorrow, Wednesday, 9:15. Looks like we get some fresh racks out. They're stocking. I like the looks of that. Racks are kind of not very stocked as usual at this location. They're understaffed, but they're working hard. I respect it. It ain't easy. Let's go. Snappy D is here. Eric Hayes. They do that on purpose on some of those cars. What, park it the wrong way? Like over the line? What are you talking about? Vultures unite. Oh my gosh, Snappy D. Thanks everyone if you're jumping in for the first time. This is what I do for a living. Today we're thrifting for tacos. Thanks to everyone who just jumped into the taco live. If you're not following my other channel, Peak Eats, here on TikTok, consider following Peak Eats, all one word. Where I'm putting out content about food, hiking, beer, outdoors, just Asheville mountain life stuff. We're jumping into polo shirts. Polo shirts are $4.99 a piece. All the shirts are $4.99. All the pants are $4.99. Shoes, I think, are flat rate $7.99 unless otherwise marked. And we're looking for stuff that we can resell online. Looking for $20 plus shipping or more. It's kind of really the bottom. We might pick up some stuff lower than that, but general rule of thumb, $20 plus shipping or more. We're going to sell this stuff on eBay, Poshmark, Depop, Grailed, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace. Not really much here. We haven't been to this store. It's been 2 weeks to the minute since the last time we came to the store. Fresh racks. That's good. That's really good. Love finding some of these like just funny custom t-shirts at thrift stores. There we go. That's on brand. Me, myself, and coffee. If you're looking for some good fair trade organic coffee that was roasted yesterday, you can order it through the link up above. Click on Chris at Peak, go to the first link for coffee, and we'll ship it out tomorrow morning. On tomorrow morning's live, we ship orders, coffee orders, eBay orders, Poshmark, all of the above. We ship live every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time on TikTok. And we turn on TikTok, or we turn on YouTube and Facebook at 10 a.m. after we pick the orders from the garage and drink some coffee. That's funny, I just got the same Columbia at a garage sale for $1 the other day. Same exact one, same color. Yep, vents in the back. That's funny. I'd buy it at 1, I wouldn't buy it at 5. Personal pickup. What store is this? This is Goodwill in Asheville, North Carolina. Hey Tej, Frenchie's in the house. What's up, Frenchie? If you're just popping in and popping out today, that's cool. You can watch the whole recording live. It'll drop tomorrow, Wednesday, 9:15 a.m. Eastern time over on YouTube. Here's a made in the USA Polo Ralph Lauren polo shirt. The first things we're going to check are the collar for wear, and then the next thing we're going to check is these V's, the vents at the bottom. They are more often than not ripped on these, but they're not. Huh. It's a made in the USA, size XL. It's got the RN number on the back, even though that XL is a little bit different from the more modern fonts. That is a legit one. Oh, it's also a stained one. Going back. It's dry so far. Yeah, I mean, we've only put our hands on maybe 50 shirts so far, so. Oh, here's another Chicago dog with works. One with everything. Huh. Okay. Shirts are fun. Tees are fun. We have nothing in the cart so far, but we're just getting started. All we need is that one hot rack, and that'll get us going. Life is full of important choices, ain't that right? Which club are you gotta pick? If we asked Lion Creek Boutique, you'd know the answer. Which is the right club, buddy? Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday, good start to the week. It is beautiful here in Asheville again. We have been just so grateful for this nice weather. Here's a great item. I'd normally pick it up. I'm already seeing the stains on it though, but that's a great size, 3XLT. That would be a quick seller around $25 to $30 mark, but stains no good. I'd send that shirt to David. Yeah, that'd be a cool shirt for him. Absolutely. So far, it's a whole bunch of Saddlebred, Goodfellow, Gap, Arrow, Ashworth, Van Heusen, Chaps, stuff that we don't even slow down on. If there's borderline stuff, I'll slow down on it, kind of walk you through why I'm passing on it as opposed to picking. No one is checking the racks before they roll. Typical Goodwill, yeah. What do we got here? Oh. Nothing there. So here's Nat Nast. I do pick up some of this brand, but I don't find it very often. And as I was saying on a live yesterday, 8 times out of 10 when I find Nat Nast, it has stains on it. I feel like people who wear Nat Nast miss their mouth a lot. This is not really what we're looking for. It's not like that silk with a cool pattern. I'm gonna pass on this one. But Nat Nast is a brand that I oftentimes pick up, looking for the 100% silk, looking for cooler patterns. This one also has got definitely some like wearing out to it. It feels like a piece of paper. It feels terrible. It's just worn out. I don't know if that's coming through on the camera. Nat Nast is one to write down if you're taking notes of new brands to look for. I just don't find it that very often anymore. And when I do, like I said, it's stained. I do pick up some Cabela's. I would pick up a 3XLT like this, but this shirt is torched. Look at it. How does this shirt, like what happened to this person? Are they okay? I'm asking out of concern. What the heck is that? Since that will be here for like 2 more months. It's already been here for at least that long. So here's a great size on a Ralph Lauren. So a 2XB, 2X big. So these are generally wider than they are tall, as opposed to a 2XLT, which would be taller, longer. I would pick this up and this would be a quick seller, but there's some stains on it that I'm already seeing. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stains. And anytime that you find stains travel in packs and gangs, so I took this home, I put it under the photo lights and find 5 more. So yeah, there's already like 100 that I can see. So these racks are super empty. They're just understaffed and not stocking enough. So it's a shame, but it is what it is. We still find stuff every time we come here. And they are actively stocking, so that's a positive. So I'm staying positive. Here's another polo. It's a t-shirt. It's stained. Back on the racks. Jeez, this whole rack has like maybe 30 shirts on it. You could probably fit 200 shirts on this if it was fully stocked. I have maybe 30. And you know that the back of this place is just overflowing with stuff. They're probably sending it all to the bins and selling it by the pound. They just don't have enough staff to stock. Hey, finding awesome stuff. Yeah, I agree with you. It is what it is. We're still dry. Oh gosh, and you give me something like this. So it's an Eddie Bauer Travex. That's what that yellow is. It's actually a fairly desirable Eddie Bauer. It's like one of the better ones. It's a polyester wicking shirt. They're usually either polyester, nylon, or both. Sometimes they're vented. This one isn't, but it's a size small. I'm gonna pass on it. The Travex isn't, it's usually like a $15 to $19 shirt, but the size small just moves so slow. This has been here for a couple months too. We'll probably have better luck when we move to the long sleeves. Right now it's been super warm here in Asheville, so people are buying short sleeves right now. Man, this is another tough decision. So this is a Denim and Supply Ralph Lauren. This is a discontinued Ralph Lauren line. It's pretty desirable. People who like it like it. It's a size small though. I don't know. Let me know what you think about size small. It's got a good unique pattern on it. Looks like a men's small. Yeah, I like picking up this brand a lot. I don't like picking up men's smalls. I sell on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, Depop, Grailed, and Facebook Marketplace. I think that's all of them. So we're in the smalls and medium section. At Columbia is a borderline piece for me. It's actually not in good condition. There's a lot of wear on it, but it's also a size medium, so I'm gonna pass on that. A bigger size, I'd consider that at $5, but that one's also rough. Inventory is low. Men's small means it could also sell to, yeah, it could. It could, but men's small tends to be a slow seller online. It's a tough sell. Some of the oldest items that I have in inventory from years ago, a lot of them are men's smalls. That's a decent Tommy Bahama. It's got a couple of stains on it though. Pardon me, I'm sorry. Brands are definitely worth it for good brands. Yep, certain brands for sure. Gotta be selective at small. Looking for good brands, good materials, good patterns, oftentimes all of the above. Now, this is interesting. This shirt's got a lot going against it. So it's a Land's End, which is not a great brand. It is a size, I should say not a great resale brand. If you wear this brand, great. But it's not a great resale value brand. It's a size medium, which isn't a great men's size, but look at that pattern. Little patchwork, plaid pattern on it. I don't know, what do y'all think? Slim pickings today. It's probably a $15 shirt, I don't know. I'm gonna throw it in the cart for now. I think I'm gonna pass on it, hole in the collar. Looks like just the button down. I don't see another hole. Buttonhole, gotcha, cool. Thanks for looking out for me. Get it? Yes. I don't think that's a great pickup, y'all. Do as I say, not as I do. I don't know about that one. My cart's empty, so we'll put some stuff in it and we'll think about it. I'll let y'all deliberate. Of course, I value your opinions. We'll probably pick some borderline stuff today just because it's such slim picking in here today. We do want to leave with a few things. So far, this is the worst start I've had at this store. It's about as empty as it's been. This rack has about 60 shirts on it. It could hold about 200 if it was fully stocked. The other one had 30. It's that kind of day. So shorts will probably be pretty picked over too, just because that's what people are buying this time of year. It's been really warm in Asheville the last week. I'm gonna skip over the shorts for now. We might come back. Not that there's many of them. All right, long sleeve shirts. Look at this unique piece here. Pretty funny, right? Discontinued polo shirt. Yeah, I think that line was a thing from maybe 2011 to 2016. It wasn't around a long time. This would be a good pickup, size XL, plain white, Ralph Lauren button down, but it's got ring around the collar and probably some other stains too. We'll go ahead and quick pass on that. Tommy's all messed up, I wouldn't pick it up anyway. No sir, this is me right here. Thank you so much. You having a good day?
Yeah.
Nice. White the sweater, yeah, there you go. You need that Santa shirt. I don't know if that's really my style. Not really my vibe. Chris at peak model, look beyond the brand. Yep, there you go. There you go. Look beyond the brand. I know Mom to Nicholas, she looks beyond the brand. Yeah, Santa looked like K-Way would like it. There you go. Maybe so. So here's a Ralph Lauren, a really big size, 18, 34, 35. It's probably measures like a 2X. This shirt seems like it's really just worn out though. Like washed out, worn out. I'm gonna put that one back. That feels like a trap when I get that thing home, get it under photo light. So I'm gonna be like, what was I thinking? So here's a Land's End. I don't pick up a lot of Land's End, but from time to time I'll snag a flannel. And that's a big size. Nice pattern to it. I don't know. I might throw that in the cart and price it for 20 bucks. We're closer to flannel season than y'all think. Or maybe you know. It's already June. June, July, August, and then boom, it's September 1st, and that stuff really takes off. I sell flannels year-round, but they'll really take off in September and October. They'll be like just crazy. I don't know this brand, Ascend. Does anybody know this? It's got snap front, not pearl snaps, but a snap up front. Feels like a cotton poly blends, lightweight, Ascend. I don't think it's nothing, but little Jumpman t-shirt here. They're gonna want $4.99 for this, even though it's a t-shirt. T-shirts are supposed to be $2.99, but they don't consider this a t-shirt because it doesn't have a T on the tag. So they'll charge me $4.99. It's got an embroidered Jordan on the front, little Jumpman, and that's it. Simple, simple. What do you think? I'd buy winter stuff now? Absolutely. I list it now too. Here's an Eddie Bauer. That's a flannel. It's almost like a chamois shirt. It's a little bit worn out. I'm gonna pass on that. In perfect condition, that might be worth it at XL, but that's a borderline piece. Ooh, here's something nice. So this is a kid's XL. I don't know if that's worth it at the kids XL. It's 5% dog hair, maybe 10% dog hair. So the big pony is something to look for. That XL 18 to 20 is a youth large or a boy's large, I don't know. It's got the 3 there, which is typical. But big pony, these are good sellers, but I'm gonna pass on this one. It's also got a small hole right there. 5% dog hair. I'm trying to avoid dog hair shirts. It's a little bit of like fading to it too. Good item to look for though. Big pony polo. Yeah, color looks beat. Woof woof, 5% dog hair, maybe 7% dog hair. Y'all have to remind me, I do not want to take home any more dog hair stuff. I cannot stand lint rolling, just wasting time trying to get dog hair off stuff, especially fleece. Oh, it's the worst. Woof woof. I listed on out. Yeah, of course. I mean, hey, if you get a ski jacket, you know, you might want to hold off on that. But if you're finding fleeces and flannels, I wear that stuff this time of year too. If you're in the mountains, you wear that kind of stuff. A ski jacket, that's gotta probably have to be an international sale, which I do sell internationally on 3 different platforms, so. Summer, summer, summer. I'm a never summer kind of guy. Hashtag never summer. I like that cool weather. I like that mountain air. I survived my 2-year bid in Florida somehow, some way. It's just too hot for me down there. There's beauty in every day. But in Florida, you spend so many of those days inside that you can't see the beauty. Got a lot of Florida friends just giving you all a hard time. Now here's an interesting piece. It's a Woolrich. It's a women's XL. It's snap up. It's a modern Woolrich. Definitely not like brand new crispy condition. It's hard to describe the material. It's like a knit, cotton, almost a flannel. I guess maybe it's a flannel. It's probably a $20 shirt. Women's size XL. I'm gonna throw that in the cart. You let the foil trick. You know, I haven't tried the foil trick. I still gotta try that. I still gotta try it. Thanks, Reisner. So here we go. Great size on this Ralph Lauren. We're finding the big sizes, but every one has been stained. Let's see. Is this one gonna do it? Oh, stained. Yeah, this was here 2 weeks ago. I passed on it. I remember it now. Stained pits. I love the beach. Nice. I love the mountains. The beach is fine. I can do like a week of the beach every year and then get me back to the hills. Size XL Ralph. Little graph paper edition. Sorry. Ring around the collar. That'd be a pickup with the pony on the front. Be a low 20s shirt on that, but we're gonna pass on that. Another Ralph Lauren size XL. Could we finally find a Ralph that's not stained? This is a women's XL. I've sold this shirt before. Like same color, same model, the knit Oxford. I think I'm gonna buy it. Wow, it's not stained. I've sold this shirt before too. It's an LL Bean, size XL tall, good size. Anytime you can find the tall sizes, that's good. Nice houndstooth pattern on this. Probably a $20 shirt, but good sell-through rate because of the tall size on that. Nice shirt. That's totally on brand for LL Bean too, that colorway. Release the foil trick. That's going to be on Reisner. That's her trick, not mine. I've never tried it, so I can't walk you through it nor take you credit for it, or take any credit for it. I don't think so. There's not a lot of French speakers in this neck of the woods. Women's clothes, no stains. Women's clothes, all stained. It's because we're Neanderthals. I like corduroy chaps. Size 40R, that's small. The condition on this is not exactly popping, but it's got shoulder, elbow pads I like. It's a small size. 40R is like a men's medium. It's freaking 7% dog hair. I'm gonna regret this one if I pick it up. I'm gonna pass on it, and I freaking love corduroy blazers. But, and chaps sells really well in corduroy. I'll usually get about $40 or more, sometimes $45 plus shipping for a chaps. Bigger size is better for sure. Do these have any value anymore? I used to pick up Pearl Izumi. It's a cycling brand. This is a fleece jacket specifically made for cycling. It's a size medium. I haven't really been picking up cycling stuff in quite some time. This one's like 4% dog hair. I think I just answered my own question. They actually have a few blazers today. Maybe they stock some blazers. This is my favorite section, and they haven't been stocking it at any of the local Goodwills. Here's a Banana Republic size 46L. I'm gonna pass on that. I very rarely pick up banana blazers. There's a chaps. I've passed on that one a bunch of times already. I'll trust my previous judgment. I think it was a smaller size too. That's a bicycle brand, people. Yeah, very familiar with Pearl Izumi. I've sold a lot of their stuff, clothing, cycling shoes in the past. Used to find it a ton in Denver. Just don't know if it sells as well anymore. Excuse me. Just had tacos. It was like hot sauce, reverb, basketball. What's that brand? Sometimes you gotta look for the tags in the pockets. It's a Bole, it's probably nothing. Castelli is my favorite cycling brand to find. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Oh, I know the logo on that one. I can picture it now, the Castelli. It's like a scorpion or something, is that the one? The lemon wedge after or during your taco. Thank you. I don't think this is anything. Zandello? I don't know this brand. Zandello alla Calazione. I don't think that's anything. Let me know if you know that brand. It's a really big size. Like really big size. Let's check the size. Just feels like it's one of those like not so good Italian brands. Sometimes the fancier it sounds, the cheaper. Yeah, I'll agree with that too. Good observation. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I do this every Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Take you along for the whole ride, door to door for my thrift trip. Show you exactly what I find, talk through what I'm passing on. If it's borderline, if it's just common passes like Stafford, I'm not gonna talk it through, or Jeffrey Bean. But it is worth taking note of a lot of the brands I pass on really quickly, because that can help you get some speed at thrift stores and stuff if you just know what to pass on. It's an underrated part of the learning process, I think. So no suits and blazers today, which is a bummer. I love selling suits and blazers. Those are gonna pick up now that it's June again, because people will start going to summertime events and whatever and need something nice, like a jacket or a suit. I find they slow down a little bit in April and May, then pick back up. They'll pick back up again in the holiday time, and they'll slow back down again once it starts getting warmer in April again next year. That's the typical rhythm that I find. Of course, there are exceptions to that rule. There are summertime specific suits. There are certain things that are so desirable that they sell year round. I sell corduroy blazers year round like crazy. It's a kid's blazer right there. Live thrifting, what's up? Central Illinois resellers in the house. Zendelco, that's 40 to 60, 75% sell-through rate. I think that might be a different brands that you're looking at. Did you look up this one or that one? Having to bounce between you and Dave. Is Dave doing RC cars? Dave's doing RC cars. I'm leaving this live and going watching his. I think the long sleeves are going to do better because people aren't coming in here looking for long sleeves right now. It's just hot. It's been lower 80s the last like 5-6 days. It's been the warmest weather that we've had so far this year. So Sandello is 40 to 60, 75% sell-through rate. All right, so what do we got here? Thank you, Reisner. We got 3 buttons. Has the pocket square still too. Whatever. See if we can get a size. Polyester rayon, which isn't really a +1, although that's more of a summertime thing. The pattern's okay. It's got a little bit of a pattern to it, like a stripey thing going on. This is a very, very big jacket. I don't know if that's coming through. It's very, very big. This is easily 50 something. This could be like even bigger than that. I really wish this had a size. It is a very, very big jacket. Yes, this would be easier to do with two. This is like a polyester wicking shirt, Ariat Tech, US medium. That looks like a men's medium. The other way is you can measure and you could tell. But wow, that's kind of cool. I've never seen a shirt like this from Ariat. I picked up an Ariat yesterday at another Goodwill up in Black Mountain. It was more of that normal Ariat, like a plaid Ariat long sleeve. It's a great selling brand. Great for jeans, great for shirts, and especially great for boots. But I never found one like that. Anyone seen that before? Let me know if that's the first time you've seen Ariat Tech. Rami is a cotton rayon blend, kind of linen in texture. It did have that kind of feel to it, but almost like a little rougher. Here's a US Polo Association. Believe it or not, some people actually buy and sell this stuff, even though it's like I don't want to call it a knockoff brand. It's not. It's a real brand, but it's like obviously riding on Polo's coattails. Some people buy and sell those for decent money. That was a flannel too. You could make an argument for that, honestly. Love the area. Isn't that a cool pattern? Here's an LL Bean. It's a men's medium. I typically don't pick up LL Bean in men's medium anymore, but I think you know why this one's caught my eye. That is like summertime official. So we got a gingham check pattern to that pink and white. That's going to a wedding pretty soon. Put that under a nice like navy blue blazer. Just dominate. Get you a cosmopolitan. Hang out with your buds at the wedding. Get weird. Get a nice gift. Tell the bride and groom you think they're going to make it, even though there's a 50% chance they won't. You're going to tell them you're the ones that are going to make it. You're perfect for each other. Slam another Cosmo. Spill it on your shirt. Don't worry, I got you. I'll get you another shirt, even with your stain on it. Just focus on the bride and groom. Mostly the bride. Tell her she's lovely. I mean, isn't that like a nice summertime, like beach wedding or something? Go to Charleston with that. Maybe Newport, Rhode Island. He's going to do a wedding on a first date in that shirt. I mean, it is a size medium. Just saying. Luckily, I'm at the age where most of my friends are they're at second wedding stage. So second weddings tend to be smaller, less people invited, not formal. It's like we've already done this before and spent all this money. We're just doing something chill. But I could wear that. I could still do it before he gains all the love weight. What's the love weight with that? Uh-oh, some comments were filtered. What did we do? So here's an ex officio. I pick up this brand sometimes. It's like an outdoor travel / fishing kind of brands. Ex officio. This is a women's. This is probably just not worth a lot of money. Looks like it might have some, yeah, it's got some stains too. I was gonna pass on this anyway, but good brand to look for. That's the logo. Decent brand. Outdoor brand. Grayson Threads. Is this something? Zion National Park. The shirt's kind of beat, but people love these national park shirts. It's a big deal. Isn't Zach from Zach and Raul? Aren't they out in? Did he already head to Zion? I've hiked like right up to there. What do they call that? Angel's Landing, like right up there on that point. It's pretty cool. Wrangler and Bombas passed on. I didn't see Bombas. Wrangler, I'll pick up like the pearl snaps or unique vintage stuff, but I don't pick up the regular button downs. Sorry if I just pass those really quickly. Sometimes I just don't even realize it. It's just sort of like automatic cruise control. But yeah, I'm sure the Wrangler was just like a button down. I don't even remember it. Can you show me the Ariat? Yes, Jen. Anything you say, Jen. Ariat Tech. Let me know if that's the first time you've ever seen that. Let me know down below in the chat. Ariat Tech. I pick up Ariat. Even yesterday I picked up an Ariat. Love picking up Ariat. but I've never seen Ariat Tech, never even heard of it. Bombas was before the Wrangler. This is what I do when y'all aren't on live. Use two hands though, so I'm even faster. I should show you that technique. I just can't. Picked up two Ariat Pro and rebar, not tech. What is that sale shed? I don't know what that last thing is. A little Vineyard Vines piece right here. Didn't we already do this? We already did this aisle. Here's a Vineyard Vines in a size small. It's a lightweight flannel. The model is the whale shirt, but this is a flannel version of it. Nice pattern. I'm gonna pass on it because it's a size small, man. These size small like Vineyards, they just sit around for me. Just sold some Ariat sandals, full asking price. Never heard of Ariat sandals, that's cool. Never heard of that. All right, this door is not popping off, but jeans and pants have a chance. There's another Wrangler I passed on. Is that what you're talking about? It's a button down. It's a size 2XL. It's in rough shape too, but if this is a pearl snap, I'd pick it up all day. I don't really pick up the buttons. We might do okay in the pants and jeans for the same reason that the long sleeve shirts did better than the short sleeves. Just the regular consumers here, they're not buying this stuff in the thrift store this time of year. They don't need jeans right now. They need short sleeve shirts. They need that gingham plaid or gingham check, LL Bean. This looks like a nice pair of pants, like a hiking kind of pair of pants from American Eagle. I didn't know they made stuff like that. So we're gonna be looking for corduroys, we're gonna be looking for jeans, golf pants especially. Golf pants are selling really well right now. We're looking for wool pants. Of course, we're looking for high-end brands always. Yesterday I found some really cool pants in that Black Mountain Goodwill. I found some really cool pants. I found some straight down. I've never found straight down pants. I found those. What else did I find? I found some J. McLaughlin corduroys. I found some Wranglers that were fleece lined, like carpenter pants. That was cool. Just stuff that I don't usually find. So maybe we'll find some of that stuff here. 50% sell-through rate on those. I just know that these are going to get home and get blasted by photo lights and be stain city. You have some staining on the inside of here. I don't know. Thank you. All right, so that was better. We got a couple pair of pants and end of the rack magic. We're gonna skip those 2 racks. We're gonna go to the last rack. Work our way backwards. It's a pair of king size. I sold some king size. I just got a message from somebody on Poshmark asking for specific measurements, which they probably won't get because I already have measurements in the listing. So here's a pair of 513 Levi's 38 by 30. These are a modern pair of Levi's, although this tag can go back to like 2003 or 2004 now. So we'll check the date. Made in 2017. So we're gonna pick these up. I like big size Levi's, so 38 by 30. 38 makes it a bigger size. Looks like they've been hemmed. They have been hemmed, which isn't a terrible thing. It'll probably sell down the sale price. So these means they're shorter than a 38 by 30 if somebody hemmed them. Oh yeah, those are pretty short. Those are probably like a 38 by 27. I don't know if I want to mess with those, because one leg could be like hemmed, not as long as the other one. I'm just gonna put those back because they're hemmed. Sometimes I'll pick them up and I'll notice they're hemmed when I get them home, and that's okay. I'll still list them and sell them, and they usually still get about the same price unless they're like really, really short or something like that. Sometimes they sit around for a while. But these can also be like, it's not like the best hem job in the world. So one of them could be like 27, the other one could be 28, and you know, then you're kind of stuck with something for a while. So I'm gonna pass on those. Got some Nike windbreaker pants. Probably pick these up. Some Y2K vibes, 90s vibes. Those are not insulated, just that thin windbreaker pant. With the zip at the bottom, little check. That's just some thrift dust that'll come off. As long as there's not holes, I think we're probably good. I think we're gonna get some stuff in the pants. I really do. Did really well yesterday in the pants section with some neat stuff, and we're starting to get some now. It's kind of dark in this little corner over here. Oh, it's because that light's out. From being in the restaurant business and running restaurants for a decade, I learned to recognize things like lights being out and cigarette butts in the parking lot, stuff that you like have to have an eye for detail in the restaurant business. It took me years and years and years to kind of shake that. But I used to walk into a place, and before we got 4 feet into the place, I could tell you how many light bulbs were out, and just weird stuff like that your eye becomes trained to notice over the years. Luckily, I've kicked most of that, because it used to drive Kim crazy. I'd be like, there's 5 light bulbs out in this restaurant. Let's not put our name in, because that means they don't have attention to detail. It's kind of a little weird like that for a while. That's how you have to be when you get into any kind of business. You have to learn the eye for the little details, the things that do make a difference. One thing that does still drive me crazy at restaurants is when they don't turn the lights down. So as the sun goes down, particularly in the summertime when you're hanging out in a restaurant and it's like 8 o'clock and the sun starts going down, if they leave the lights at where they were, it's got to be really bright in there. So you have to like slowly dim them as the sun goes down. It drives me crazy when restaurant people don't get that and just clearly don't pay attention to it. I've actually asked people in restaurants recently, like, do you mind maybe dimming the lights a little bit? Like, I feel like I'm getting a suntan in here. Sorry, but those are the little details when you're in any business, any industry, that you just have to have dialed. And to me, if a restaurant manager doesn't understand like that lights thing, it makes me wonder about like, what other nuances of the business does this restaurant manager not understand? It drives me crazy when restaurants have their music. Oh my gosh, the music off, or too quiet or too loud. That's the other thing. When the restaurant fills up with people, you have to turn the music up, or else it's just like, it's not right. It's a pair of like Adidas joggers. They're really worn out. I'm gonna pass on those. They're just washed out. They're ripped. That could be a cool find otherwise. But yeah, you have to, and then when the restaurant, then like the rush is over and the restaurant clears out, you gotta turn that music back down, yo. Sometimes you just forget it, right? I used to miss it sometimes too. You're just busy, you're focused on a million other things. But there's sometimes I go into a place and they'll be like, whoever's running this place just don't get it. I still have some of that built into me. Everyone, yep. Yeah, exactly. When it gets that quiet because they haven't turned up the music. You need the music is to sort of like drown out some of that stuff so that the voice that's like 40 feet away isn't just as loud as the person next to you, especially when a restaurant doesn't have good acoustics. Drives me crazy. I've never paid attention to the lights. You'll notice it now. You'll notice it now. Especially if you're at a restaurant like this time of year around like 8 o'clock at night, like that kind of time when the sun's starting to go down. If they don't adjust the lights, it's gonna be like you're gonna be getting a suntan. Much respect to everybody who's in the service industry. It's hard work. Tip your servers. All right, 36 by 36, Levi's 511. These are definitely pretty well worn, but that's okay. As long as they don't have like a blown out crotch or something. I don't even mind a little bit of heel drag. These ones are good. Really nice fade on these. I actually like that. See the fade lines and stuff, and the fade on the knees. That's actually good. People look for that. Not everybody, but some people. The right buyer will find these. So this is not a vintage pair. This is a modern pair. Levi's 511s. I'll show you the tag. So this is, I call it the triple tag. I don't know what it's really called, but you can see the side-by-side tags here. And then the back one here is going to have your size, and it's going to have a CW number in the top right corner, 2114. That's manufactured in the 21st month of 2014 is what that is, top right CW. So modern, well-worn pair of 511s right there. Table placement, need a chair at each table with a direct view of the front door. I like that kind of stuff. I like facing the front door for other reasons. Or 21st week, sorry. Kelly, you're just calling me out. You knew what I meant. You're just like calling me out in front of my friends. I get it. I get it. Some baseball pants from Adidas. Here's some like old starter. These are pretty worn out. Starter windbreakers. I don't think there's any value there. They're worn out anyway. I don't know, maybe there is value to those, but not in that condition. Book tag, there you go. I always call it triple tag, but usually that's because I'm just talking to myself, not talking to y'all. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong if you're only talking to yourself, right? As long as you know what you mean, right? It's a really big pair of pants here. Big and tall, 48 by 30. Staffords, I'm gonna pass on those. Thank you for sharing the live, Bubbles, appreciate that. Kelly Joe, I'm just playing with you. Appreciate your support, Kelly. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Appreciate people telling me when I miss things or things that I don't know, because I know some of the things. I do not know all the things. It's crazy that been doing this for just about 5 years now, and I can still find brands that I've never found before. Yesterday I found a brand named Roots. Never heard of it before, but it had corduroy patches, like elbow patches, and a buffalo plaid pattern. I'm like, I'm looking this bad boy up. And I forget what the comps were, but enough, they were good enough that I picked it up. It's like crazy. Still, just gotta be curious. You don't have to know everything. You just have to be curious, look stuff up that you don't know, or ask your friends who are watching the live to look stuff up for you. Thanks y'all who have helped me out doing that over the last several months. I've been doing these live thrifts. If you like this kind of thing, I think I have 28 of these live thrifts now up on YouTube, so you can go back and watch them. See all the stuff I'm picking up and passing on. Here's a pair of Adidas track pants. What is going on with these? Looks like a bigger size 2XL. I don't know, would you pick these up? A pair of track pants. A little bit of wear to them, but not too much. Roots is a Canada brand. The collabs are high, comps especially. Interesting, good to know. See, you knew about Roots this whole time and you ain't tell me? It's definitely some wear, like heel draggy kind of stuff where it's gotten thin in the back, splitting a little bit. These will be $5 if I pick them up. Size 2XL track pants, like 100% polyester kind of track pants. Not with the old trefoil. Probably pass on those. I don't know. I'll listen to what y'all think about that. Here's a pair of LL Beans. I typically pass on LL Bean jeans unless they're a really big size. And this one is 46 by 29. I could probably get $20 for them. But I don't know with these holes. This is such a borderline piece as it is. Got some heel drag. Pretty considerable heel drag. I'm gonna pass on these. If these were in like perfect condition, I'd pick them up in this big size, and expect to get maybe $20 for them. But I sold a whole bunch of these in really big size recently, but I'm gonna pass on these ones. LL Bean is not really a brand that someone's looking for like thrashed and distressed. So some of that stuff you have to know that certain brands have certain things which tend to be more okay or more common or more desirable for their consumers. LL Bean, people aren't really looking for like thrashed vintage bean jeans. Levi's, sure. BKEs, sure. Roots made Olympic stuff, right? Oh, I don't know that. All right, we got another aisle of jeans. We're gonna scan around, look at some shoes here in a minute. Should we go back over? Last time we found some scrubs at this location. The ones that we found Levi, size 38, 32. You know I like the big sizes. It's a pair of 559s. These have some wear though, and yeah, so that's not the type of wear that we're looking for. That wear I don't mind as much. Somebody will buy that. Even holes in the knees, that's okay. This wear is good. Even this kind of stuff isn't too bad. But in the crotch, nah. Put those back. There's another pair of Levi's right here behind them. Jeans have slowed down for me. They typically, it's like April comes in like a lion, out like a lamb for jeans for me. So jeans sell well at the beginning of April, and then they slow down. They're slow for May, they're slow for June, they're slow for July. You might see some rumblings of them in August, and then September, they should really take off. So I'm gonna pass on these. I don't like stains as much as I like a little, if it was like a little bit of a hole or like a thin spot, that's fine, but stains, that for me is a little tougher. It'd sell, but nah, no job, just vibes, yeah. I'm not cool enough to say stuff like that, Casey. I'm too old for those kind of terms, I think. Or I just don't listen to enough like new music to know like all that kind of stuff. Here's another pair of those Polo Ralph Laurens, older tag, I think probably the same size. Similar kind of wear on the inside, which means on the outside, yeah, they're just a bit of pass on those. If those are in crispy condition, I'd pick them up, especially because they're a bigger size. So that's it. I think that's it for jeans. We're gonna do a quick shoe spin. Actually, it does seem like there's more shoes than normal. I pick up some New Balance, but these are torched. I can already tell without looking at them. They're also a smaller size, and they're not as desirable of a model. I can tell that. All right, let's go. If I missed something, let me know. Here's another pair of New Balance. These are women's, torched. Pair of Brooks, these look torched. Yeah, and this is a really old pair of Brooks. Pass on those. Some Nikes. Pretty wore out. I'm gonna pass on those. What are you? Kurt and Larson? Never heard of that. Doesn't feel quality. Some Nike women's golf shoes, Zoom Airs, torched, just rough condition. Some Sperry's, passed on those. Nike cleats, some Alphas, those are all worn out. Some North Face shoes, interesting. Those are totally wore out too. Those might have been a nice pick otherwise. I used to wear North Face for years. I'm officially done with North Face. They changed their entire line of shoes. They changed the way they fit. They no longer fit my weird feet, so I can't buy them no more. So I got these Brooks now, and these fit great. I used to just be able to order any pair of North Face as long as they were 10.5. They would fit. I'd just order them online. Dansko is a good brand to look for. These shoes are done. No life left in them. Dansko is a good one to write down if you don't know that one. Check back on that aisle. Nurses love Dansko. That is correct. Absolutely. Here's some Cole Haans. The Cole Haan Nike Airs. I passed on these 2 weeks ago. The condition's a little suspect. I'm gonna trust my judgment from 2 weeks ago and not waste time reevaluating them. All right, there's one aisle I gotta go back to that I didn't get, and then I gotta get that one too. They have these everywhere. I wonder where they got these. I've seen like 6 or more pairs of those. Here's another pair right here. And some of these Colorado Rocky slides. Look at these baby teens. Those are cool, huh? That's an Asheville baby right there, rocking some Keens. That's so Asheville. Well, I wish they were stocking the men's stuff. Looks like they're spending time destocking, so taking stuff off the racks instead of putting stuff on the racks. Interesting. What do I know about the retail business? All right, and then I have to do this one last aisle of shoes, but that dude's in it, so I'll sneak around to the other side. Do you have a big pile of stuff that needs to be listed, or are you good? I'm usually really good at it. I'm backed up over the last, like, say 3-4 weeks. So right now I got a pile, my friend. Always do address the spin test. Yeah. Yes, you are correct. You got to bend your shoes. You got to check them. Because there could be dry rot, or the soles could be separated or split. Oftentimes people, when they're done with shoes, they put them in their basement or garage and they sit around for a while before they get around to donating them. So you gotta definitely like crank on those shoes on the soles to see if they're gonna split or crack, or if there's dry rot. It's really common. Nike Freeze, those are not in good condition, super small size. Little Bear, almost fell down. Some Dino boots, just dominating wearing those as a kid, having Dino boots. Could there be anything cooler? What do we got? Some Five Fingers. Oh, it's like a knockoff Five Fingers. Huh. Well, there's a first. I've never seen that before. A knockoff pair of Five Fingers. The baby teens, I sell a bunch of them, and you can get them at the bins. Go for 25 to 40. Nice. Those are kind of in not the best condition, and a really small one. I'm surprised to hear that the baby ones would go as much as $40. $40 including shipping. I'm not doubting you, but typically I know like kids ones go for more like $15 to $20 plus shipping. But I could be off on my comps. Check the golf clubs as always. This is promising. No. Torched bag. Even though I don't think these drivers are going to be good, you never know what's hiding under here. Yeah, and voltages are hiding under there. But check this one just in case, because sometimes people, even in a bad set of clubs, sometimes they'll buy like a really nice driver, and that's not one of those times. Or they'll buy a really nice putter, even though they might have like a cheaper iron set or something like that. People tend to spend money on like the driver and or 3-wood, or the putter is where people will upgrade and spend some money. I don't even see a putter in this one. I have yet to find a single valuable club at a thrift store since I moved to North Carolina in October. I used to find them on occasion in Florida. Obviously at garage sales you can find them, but thrift stores I just don't find them. Something like this though could be a win, because I obviously put that out recently. It wasn't here 2 weeks ago, but nope. As usual, a whole bunch of worthless clothes. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time in this section. $10 for these torched tubs snowshoes. These are actually decent ones, but they're just in really bad shape. Thank you for the roses. What brand clubs do you look for? That's a better question for Lion Creek Boutique. I'm just a hack still with clubs, but I pick up Callaways, I pick up Adams Golf, pick up like Odyssey putters, pick up Pings, and then it's another like kind of beyond the brand sort of thing too. You got to start learning like there's different lines within each brand. Mizuno's, Dunlop, some of them, but each one of those brands has high-end stuff, and medium-end stuff, and then low-end stuff. So you also have to kind of learn some of that too. But the best thing to do is clubs are easy to look up. You can just comp them right there in the thrift store. So for me, I would encourage you just to like start looking up stuff that you find at the thrift store. A lot of those brands that you see golfers wear on Sunday or use on Sunday, all those sponsors, Dunlop, Mizuno, Ping, TaylorMade, you know, all those kind of big brands, and you find them, just comp them. They'll always have like a model number or whatever on them. It's actually a really easy segment of the world to learn about, just because it's kind of like shoes. Most of them have a model number, so you can look them up and you can get really good specific comps. Clothes is a little bit more challenging, right? Because, hey everybody, you're doing well. Clothes can be a little bit more challenging because you can look at a shirt, and that shirt isn't going to have a model number on it for you to look up in most cases. Sometimes they do. So you have to search for like the material, the pattern, the size, and get a general idea of what that item is selling for based on the brand and some, material, pattern, whatever, flannel, that kind of thing. But when you're looking at shoes, they have a model number, most of them. So you can look up that model number and find out exactly what that model is selling for. Golf clubs are the same way. You can just comp the exact golf club. So hopefully that's helpful. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I don't know that we got really all that much stuff today. It's really not well stocked in here. Anyway, wishing everybody an awesome day. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna put this whole live up on YouTube tomorrow. It'll drop at 9:15 a.m. I'll put some comps up on the screen, some little edits for you to help it be more educational. Hope you learned something today. Either way, I hope you had a good time. I'll see you again. I'll be live tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time on TikTok and 10 o'clock on